Question 1. State whether the following statement is true or false. All rectangles are parallelograms. Okay, so for parallelograms, the opposite sides are parallel. Okay, for example, this one, AB and CD, these two lines are parallel. Opposite sides are parallel. That means BC and AD, they are parallel. Okay, so this is called a parallelogram. So is rectangle a parallelogram? So for rectangle, these two lines, the opposite lines are parallel. And also, this together with this, they are parallel also. So rectangles are parallelograms. So this is true. Number 2, 2m multiplies with 3m equals to 5m. So 2 times 3, suppose we have 6. m times m squared. So this statement is false. 15 is a prime number. Okay, so what is the meaning by prime number? Prime number is number that can only be divided by 1 and itself. Okay, example of prime number, we have 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, and so on. Okay, this number can only be divided by itself, and also 1. 2只能够被2除，只能够被1除，3只能够被它自己除，还有被1除。So these are the example of prime number. 15 is not a prime number. Okay, so this statement is false. 15 is a prime number, also false. So false or false. So this statement is false. Okay, if we are using or, if one of them are true, then the statement will be true. 如果我们是用 or 啊，如果其中一个是对的话，那么它就会是对的了。可是这两个都是错的，所以它就是错完，就是 false. B. Write down the converse of the following implication. Hence, state whether the converse is true or false. Converse means terbalik. Okay, so we have to terbalik the statement. So if x is a factor of 12, then x is a factor of 16. So the converse will be, okay, we terbalik them. If x is a factor of 60 first, comma, then x is a factor of 12. Okay, I repeat. If x is a factor of 60, then x is a factor of 12. This is the converse. Okay, you have to write down converse. If x is a factor of 60, then x is a factor of 12. Okay, then you have to state that whether the converse is true or false. Okay, if x is a factor of 60, so what is a factor of 60? So think of any two numbers that multiply together can get 60. So 1 times 60, 2 times 30, 3 times 20, 4 times 15, some more, 5 times 12, 6 times 10. Okay, no more. So factor of 60, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12, 15, 20, 30, and 60. So these are factor of 60. Then how about factor of 12? Factor of 12. So what numbers multiply together we can get 12? Okay, so we have 1 times 12, 2 times 6, 3 times 4. No more. So the factors of 12 will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Now let's look at here. The factor of 60, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12, 15, 20, 30, and 60. But for factor of 12, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. So not all factor of 60 are factor of 12. So this converse is false. 你看这个factor of 60有这么多个号码 ，factor of 12就这几个号码，不是所有这边的号码都有在这里，所以这个是错的。C. Write down premise 2 to complete the following argument. If the radius of a circle is 8 cm, then the circumference of the circle is 16 pi. The radius of the circle is not 8 cm. Okay, so for this kind of question, we cancel the repeated words. 我们把一样的字把它划掉先。The radius of a circle. Okay, the radius of the circle is 8 cm. The radius of the circle is 8 cm. Okay, then we form a sentence using the rest of the words. So it will be, the circumference of the circle is not 16 pi. So write down here, the circumference. Okay, you write yourself. The circumference of the circle is not 16 pi. So this is the answer for premise 2. Number 2, state whether the following statement is true or false. Okay, 5 greater than 3. This is true. 5比3还要大，这是对的。2 cube equals to 6. This is false. Okay, 2 cube equals to 8, not 6. So true or false. So this statement is true. If we are using or, either of them is correct, is true, then this statement is true. If both of them are true, this statement also true. But if both of them are false, then this statement will become false. OK， 如果我们是用 or 的话，只要其中一个是对的，那么这个就会是个对的。如果两个都是对，当然就是对咯。如果两个都是错的话，那么这个就是错的。Identify the antecedent in the following implication. Okay, so what is the meaning of implication? Implication, the format is if ... then ... Okay, or we say that if P then Q. So P here is the antecedent and Q is the consequent. Okay, P is the antecedent, Q is the consequent. That means P happened first, then followed by Q. P 先发生先了，你才会有 Q. So what is the antecedent for this implication? So antecedent is P here. After if. So if a polygon has 6 sides, okay, so this is the antecedent. Polygon has 6 sides. This is the antecedent. And the polygon is a hexagon. This is the consequent. See? Complete the premise in the following argument. Okay, so we have to fill in the premise 1. Okay, for premise 1, we have 2 format only. Okay, so let's look at here. For premise 1, we only have 2 kinds of format. Okay, first type, premise 1 will be OA is B. Then premise 2 give you C is A. Then the conclusion will be C is B. Okay, second type will be premise 1, if P then Q. Premise 2 give you P is true. Then conclusion will be Q is true. Number 3, premise 1 give us if P then Q. Premise 2 give us not Q is true. Okay, Q comes first. Then conclusion will be not P is true. Okay, so let's go back to this. Okay, if you want to fill in the premise 1, first we compare premise 2 and conclusion. Any similar words between them? 就一样的字嘛。M not equal to 3, the lines y equals to 3x plus 7 and y equals to mx plus 12 are not parallel. So there are no similar words between them, right? Okay, so if this kind of question, we are going to use if then. If then. 你看，如果那两个 P2 跟 conclusion 没有一样的字的话，我们就用 if then。如果它们有一样字，然后我们就用 or is. Okay, so we go back to the questions here. So from the question, we are given not equal. Okay, so this is third type. This one, not. Okay, that means P2 here is Q. Conclusion here will be P. Okay, that means this is our Q. And this is P. So premise 1 will be if P then Q. So if the lines y equals to 3x plus 7 and y equals to mx plus 12 are parallel. Okay, 这个 not 要去掉了。Okay, you have to cancel this not. So if the lines y equals to 3x plus 7 and y equals to mx plus 12 are parallel, comma, then Q. Then m equals to 3. Okay, we cannot write that's not equal. I have to write equal. Okay, equals to 3. When are we going to use this one? OA is B. Okay, for example. So we notice that there are CC here. Okay, similar words between premise 2 and C. Okay, for example, this one. Okay, we have to fill in premise 1. Then given premise 2, 18 is a multiple of 6. Conclusion, 18 is a multiple of 3. So any similar words between them? 这两个有一样的字吗？它们都有18，只是 is a. When there are similar words between premise 2 and conclusion, then most highly we are using the first type here. All A is B. So this is A and this is B. So the answer will be all multiple of 6 is or are multiple of 3. All multiple of 6 are multiple of 3. Okay, so when we can cancel the words between premise 2 and conclusion, when there are similar words between premise 2 and conclusion, then we are going to use this type, or A is B. Okay, if we cannot cancel any words between premise 2 and conclusion, then we are going to use if P, then Q. Given the area L of a triangle that has a length and width of x cm and y cm respectively is equals to L equals half xy, make a conclusion for a triangle which has length and width of 12 cm and 15 cm respectively. Okay, so we just need to substitute in the value to this equation. So we write down L equals to half, x is the length. Okay, the length given is 12, width 15. Then you simplify this. 90 cm square. Number 3, state whether the following statement is true or false. Okay, so prime number intersect with even number equals to empty set. So prime number, just now I said that prime number, the example of prime number will be 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, and so on. These are the example of prime number. Even number, okay, even number we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and so on. Okay, so prime number intersect with even number. Intersect we find the common one. 我们找一样的. So any common numbers between this and this? Yes, 2. Okay, 2. So this is not equal to empty set because we have 2. So this is a false statement. B. Write down 2 implications based on the following compound statement. The circumference of a circle is 10 pi cm if and only if its radius is 5 cm. Okay. Implication means if ... then ... Okay, so implication 1, we write down implication 1. It will be if the circumference of a circle is 10 pi cm, comma, then its radius is 5 cm. Okay, this is implication 1. Implication 2, we switch them. So if the radius of circle is 5 cm, then the circumference of the circle is 10 pi cm. This is for B. C. It is given that the sum of the first n term of a sequence of numbers can be represented by 3n squared minus 2n. n equals to 1, 2, 3. Make one conclusion by deduction for the sum of the first 10 terms of the sequence. Okay, that means n equals to 10. All you need to do is substitute n equals to 10 to this formula. So you have 3, 10 squared minus 2 times 10. Okay, calculate this one. So this is 100. 100 times 3, 300 minus 20 equals to 280. Number 4. Complete the compound statement by writing the word or in to form a true statement. 1 over 10 greater than 1 over 5. Is this true? This is false. 2 power negative 2 equals to 1 over 4. Okay, negative here means it's fraction. So 2 power negative 2 becomes 2. Negative means the denominator. So you have 2 power 2 equals to 1 over 4. Okay, this is true. Okay, so how are we going to combine these two statements so that we can form a true statement? Okay, if we are using and, then both of them must be true. 如果我们是用 and 把它们合在一起的话，这两个一定要都是对的，答案才会是对的。Okay, 如果是用 or 的话，只要其中一个对，那么它就会是对。Okay, so for this question, we are going to use or. Okay, because only one of them is true, then we can only use or. So just write 1 over 10 greater than 1 over 5, or 2 power negative 2 equals to 1 over 4. B. write down the converse of the following implication. Okay, converse means terbalik. Okay, so we just terbalik them. Okay, so if this one first, AC squared equals to AB squared plus BC squared, comma, then triangle ABC is a right angle triangle. Okay, so that's all for B. C, the blue, red, yellow, and green marbles are arranged in one line. The green marble is on the left side of the yellow marble and on the right side of the blue marble. Okay, so let's start from this sentence. The green marble is on the left side of the yellow marble. The green marble is on the left side of the yellow marble. So that means like this. Okay, yellow marble is here. The green marble is on the left. Okay, this is left. This is right. And on the right side of the blue marble. Okay, green marble is on the right side of the blue marble. So blue marble must be here. Okay, green is on the right of blue. The red marble is on the left side of the yellow marble. Okay, so red must be, here is here. So red must be this or here. And it's not beside the blue marble. So red cannot be here. So red must be here. Okay, so the arrangement will be blue, green, red, yellow. Number 5. Write 2 implications based on the sentence below. Okay, implication means if ... then ... Okay, so implication 1. If P is not a subset of Q, comma, then P intersect Q equals to empty set. Implication 2. If P intersect Q equals to empty set, comma, then P is a subset of Q. Okay, so just ignore this one, if and only if. Complete the following argument. If n equals to 2, then x power n plus x is a quadratic expression. Premise 2, x power n plus x is not a quadratic expression. Okay, we have to write the conclusion. Okay, so we just cancel the similar words between premise 1 and premise 2. 把这两个一样的字把它划掉先。So x power n plus x is a quadratic expression. Is a quadratic expression. Okay, so you form a conclusion using the rest. So it will be n is not equals to 2. C, make a general conclusion by induction. Okay, so we ignore the left side. Then these are the repeated numbers 5, 5, 5, 5, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. So you write like this 5 plus 2. Okay, then how about this 1, 4, 9, 16? Okay, 1 we can write as 1 square. 4 is 2 square. 9 is 3 square. 16, 4 square. Okay, so the square here are repeated. 1, 2, 3, 4 are variable. Okay, so just write like this. Okay, let 1, 2, 3, 4 becomes n, then square. Then comma, n equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you have to write this. Number 6. State whether the following sentence is a statement or non-statement. Okay, sorry, this is or. Okay, so statement is a sentence that we can identify either it is true or false. Okay, if we can tell that this sentence is true or false, then this is a statement. 如果我们看一个句子啊，我们可以讲这个是对的，或者它是错的，那么它就是一个 statement。如果我们分辨不出来它是对的还是错的，那么它就是一个 non-statement。Okay, so let's look at this. 3x plus 5 equals to 8. Okay, this mathematical equation, we do not know that this is true or false because we do not know what is the value of x. Okay, we cannot tell that this is true or false, so this is a non-statement. Okay, 你看这个 x 是一个未知数，我们不知道它是什么号码，我们不知道这个里面会放什么号码进去，所以我们不懂这个到底是对还是错的，不能够讲它是对还是错的，这个就不是一个 statement， 所以这个答案是 non-statement. Complete premise 2. Okay, so same step, we just cancel all the similar words between premise 1 and conclusion. 把一样的都划掉它。 Okay, so y-intercept of the straight line. Y-intercept of the straight line. Okay, C. That means C equals to 7. Okay, just compare. So C is 7. Okay, so the answer will be y equals to 5x plus C is 7. 7 is a linear equation. OK， 你把一样字划掉线，然后你就 compare 看，你就懂 C 是等于7，然后就把这个 C 等于7放进来，然后就写下来的答案。C. The number of subset of a set can be found by using 2 power n. Okay, it is given that set A equals 2, 4, 6, 8. Make one conclusion by deduction for the number of subset of set A. First, we have to find how many number of elements in this subset. Okay, number of elements. Okay, so number of elements in set A, you just count how many number of elements. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 numbers here. 就算了1、2、3、4，里面有4个号码。So n equals to 4. So number of subsets of set A, we are using this formula. 2 power n. N equals to 4. So 2 power 4 equals to 16.